Glass frogs, the amphibian X-ray machines. The glass frog looks like a normal frog at first glance. Bright green, tiny, sitting on a leaf in the rainforests of Central and South America. Cute, harmless, nothing too weird. But flip one over and suddenly you're staring right through its belly like it's a living science exhibit. You can literally see its heart pumping, its stomach digesting, its intestines twisting around. It's the kind of thing that would make a biology teacher cry tears of joy and make the rest of us a little squeamish. But here's the twist. This isn't just random frog weirdness. This transparency actually acts like camouflage. Birds looking down from above expect to see a frog-shaped outline, but the glass frog's translucent belly blends into whatever it's sitting on. It's an optical illusion. Predators can't get a clear read on its shape, like when you try to squint at one of those 3D magic eye posters from the 90s. And they get even weirder at night. Scientists discovered that glass frogs can literally hide their blood cells inside their livers when they're resting, which makes them even more see-through. Then, in the daytime, the blood moves back out. Imagine if you could make yourself paler just by shoving all your blood into your liver for a few hours. Vampires would be out of business. Glass octopus, the ocean's ghost cephalopod. If aliens had designed an octopus, it would look like this. The glass octopus is almost completely transparent, except for its eyes, optic nerves, and digestive tract. So when it swims, it's like a ghost outline of an octopus floating through the deep ocean. Scientists had suspected its existence for decades, but only recently managed to film it alive thanks to deep-sea submersibles. And it is a sight. Watching this thing move is like seeing a screensaver come to life. Smooth, slow, and eerily beautiful. But the transparency is pure survival genius. Down in the mesopelagic twilight zone of the ocean, where light barely filters through, being see-through is like having Harry Potter's invisibility cloak. Predators can't see you. Prey can't see you. You are literally a ghost of the sea. But of course, nothing is perfect. Its big dark eyes give it away. It's as if evolution got 99% of the way there and then gave up. Like, yeah, I'll make you invisible, except for your giant cartoon eyeballs. Still, in a part of the ocean where nearly everything either glows, flashes, or has teeth like knives, the glass octopus manages to thrive by basically not existing visually. Ghost mode unlocked. All right, I will be posting more videos here, so slam that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. This helps us to rank better in the YouTube algorithm. Sea salps, the ghost conveyor belts of the ocean. Now, imagine a creature that looks like a floating plastic tube. That's a salp, one of the ocean's strangest transparent life forms. Individually, they're weird, but not terrifying. Clear, jelly-like barrels drifting with the current. But when they get together, that's when it gets bizarre. Salps can form massive chains, sometimes over 30 feet long, moving like one giant ghost conveyor belt. They're filter feeders, meaning they suck in seawater, filter out plankton, and eject the rest. Not very glamorous. But here's the thing. They are insanely important for the planet. Every time they poop out a little carbon pellet, it sinks to the ocean floor, which means these ghost tubes are one of Earth's biggest natural recyclers, literally pulling carbon out of the atmosphere. Clear noodles saving the planet. And their life cycle? Wild. Salps can switch between being loners and being colony creatures. When food is scarce, they chill alone. When plankton blooms, they join forces into those massive chains, like the ocean's version of a conga line. Evolution basically said, sometimes introverts, sometimes rave. Barreleye fish, the fish with the see-through skull. If you thought fish couldn't get weirder, meet the barreleye. From the outside, it looks like a fairly normal deep-sea fish. But then you notice its head, and it's transparent? Yes, This fish has a see-through dome for a skull. Inside, you can literally see its giant green tubular eyes, like two alien binoculars floating inside a glass cockpit. And here's the kicker. Those eyes can rotate upwards to look through its own forehead and spot prey silhouetted against faint light, or forwards to hunt directly in front of it. Imagine if you could rotate your eyeballs straight up to look through your skull like a periscope. That's the Barreleye's daily life. For decades, scientists didn't even understand how its eyes worked, because most specimens brought to the surface had their fragile glass domes destroyed. It wasn't until 2009 that researchers filmed one alive, and it looked like a sci-fi prop swimming around. If Pixar ever makes a movie about deep-sea aliens, they won't have to design anything. Just animate a Barreleye. Transparent cave crayfish, the undead lobsters. Deep in dark cave systems across the U.S. live transparent crayfish. They look like albino lobsters made of glass. No pigment, no eyes, just pale, see-through ghost crustaceans slowly crawling across cave pools. And here's the creepy part. Because caves are resource poor, these guys have ridiculously slow metabolisms. Some species of cave crayfish can live over 100 years, which means, while they look like dead shells, they're basically immortal zombies. Instead of hunting, they scavenge for whatever drifts their way. Dead insects, bits of plant matter, maybe the occasional unlucky cave visitor. It's a minimalist existence. Eat little, move little, live long. Scientists love studying them because they're like time capsules of evolution. In total darkness, eyesight is useless. So instead, they developed long feelers and heightened senses of touch and smell. Imagine being blindfolded your entire life, but still finding every crumb of food in your house. That's the transparent crayfish lifestyle. Jellyfish, the original clear aliens. We can't talk see-through animals without the OG jellyfish. Most species are at least partly transparent, which makes sense when your whole survival strategy is float around and sting anything that bumps into you. But while many jellies are harmless blobs, some are literal invisible death traps. The box jellyfish, found in Australian waters, is nearly impossible to see and delivers venom so powerful it can stop your heart in minutes. Nature basically invented the clear landmine and then tossed it in the ocean for fun. Other jellyfish go the opposite route. Transparency plus bioluminescence. Some glow neon blue, others flash rainbow pulses, like underwater rave lights. Imagine being both invisible and a disco ball at the same time. Predators can't decide whether to flee or dance. And remember, jellyfish aren't even fish. They're 95% water, which means you're basically looking through the ocean at more ocean. They're the original glitch in the Matrix. Glasswing butterflies, the forest's living ghosts. Step into the rainforests of Central and South America, and you might spot a butterfly that looks incomplete. That's the glasswing butterfly. Its wings are almost entirely transparent, except for the edges, which means when it lands on a flower, predators like birds often don't even notice it. It's like the butterfly erased itself from the canvas. But this isn't just cheap camouflage. The wings aren't fragile either. Most butterflies lose their colorful scales easily. Glasswing wings, though, are covered in microscopic nanostructures that scatter light in just the right way to prevent glare. That's why they're so perfectly clear. Apple wishes their screens were this anti-reflective. And fun fact, despite looking like fragile ghosts, these butterflies are surprisingly tough flyers. They can migrate long distances and even carry toxins from certain plants that make them taste disgusting to predators. Ghostly and poisonous. Mother Nature out here, min-maxing. Icefish, the bloodless ghost cods. Deep in Antarctica lives one of the strangest fish ever, the icefish. Unlike almost every other vertebrate on Earth, it has no hemoglobin in its blood, which means its blood isn't red, it's clear. This is only possible because Antarctic waters are cold and oxygen-rich, allowing oxygen to dissolve directly in its plasma. It's like evolution took one look at the freezing ocean and said, red blood is overrated. Let's go with glass mode. The result is a fish that looks ghostly white, with see-through skin and clear circulation. They're the white walkers of the sea, pale, eerie, and thriving in a frozen wasteland. But don't think that makes them weak. Icefish are tough predators, hunting smaller fish and crustaceans in waters that would kill most animals instantly. Their weird adaptations even inspire medical research, since studying their antifreeze proteins could help improve organ preservation for humans. Who knew a ghost fish might save lives one day? Comb jellies, the disco ghosts. Finally, we've got comb jellies. At first glance, they look like jellyfish. Transparent, gelatinous, pulsing. But then you notice the rainbow. Comb jellies have rows of tiny cilia they use to move, and when light hits them, it refracts into shimmering rainbows. It's not bioluminescence, it's physics. They're living prisms, like floating clear gummy bears with built-in fiber optics. Some are harmless plankton eaters. Others are voracious predators, swallowing prey whole into their see-through guts. And because they're transparent, you can actually watch their victims get digested in real time. It's like a horror movie projected inside a gummy bear. And while they look fragile, comb jellies are ancient survivors. They've been around for over 500 million years, outlasting mass extinctions. Ghostly, rainbow, indestructible. Basically, the David Bowie of the sea. If you've watched to this point, slam that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. This helps us to rank better in the YouTube algorithm.